Simon Torrance, good to see you again. We're still here at TMF in Dallas, and I'd like to talk to you a little about something we couldn't cover off completely yesterday in the big panel discussion we had on the main stage, which is your notion of this two-sided business model. What does that mean?
Well, it's really what we think is the next generation of business model for telcos, and can offer them significant growth where in mature markets they are suffering from trying to find growth. So what it means is that moving from today, where we sell things to end users, we make revenue from end users, and we incur costs from suppliers and partners upstream, what it says is that we have lots of assets that we could make available to those partners upstream and make revenue and sell services to those people to support them delivering services downstream to end users. And that creates a two-sided business model. We make money downstream with end users, upstream with merchants, with retailers, with service providers, etc., and government also as well. And that's, I think, a big opportunity for telcos to grow.
What's the reaction of the industry to that concept?
Well, it's interesting. In the panel yesterday, I put that forward as a concept, and we had a small debate about it. But then in the afternoon here, we had a closed-door session with about 17 CIO, CTO representatives of the big telcos, and I went through that idea in more detail and how it might work. And it got a very positive response. It was seen as new and progressive. And those are the words that the people there used. And it was strongly supported by people like BT, who are on the path to that sort of model at the moment. Now, they're on the path there, but they haven't quite worked out how to operationalize, reorganize themselves and commercialize that concept. So I think I was very pleased by the response that we had yesterday.
Good. Let's move on briefly, because it's only a shortish interview this, but what about the TMF itself? What is happening? How is the TMF addressing these changes in the market as we get more and more emphasis on content, media and entertainment and so on? They've always been, in the past, an organisation that was very much concerned with back office functionality, BSS and OS, etc. And they're transmuting themselves into this new entity. What's going on?
Well, I think I can see why they're growing so fast at the moment. And I think that's partly because the importance of IT linked to the network is increasing. And what that means essentially is that the core assets of the telco are within the network, and they're looking at making those available through APIs and at some level, but making those available to a wider number of partners and a wider number of developers. And so the importance of IT is increasing. The importance of the network, I think, is increasing, coming back to my two-sided business model concept, because we need to make these assets available to partners to be able to make money from them. So I think the TMF seems to be attracting more cable companies, more wireless companies, and more content and media companies to their activities, and I think that's a very good thing. And they're probably the only organisation, I think, that cuts across these different groups, which again must be a positive step forward.
So its relevance, I mean, there are many, as we know, the telecoms industry is full of interest groups and industry groupings and et cetera, et cetera. You think the TMF is a vitally important one of these, as something has real purpose and something actually to contribute that's of positive value?
Well, I think so. I mean, I didn't know a lot about the TMF until relatively recently, but the sorts of projects they're undertaking, I think, are really critical ones. And I think the events that they run they're large. They have the right people coming to them, and they are interested in linking, if you like, the IT debate with the strategic business model debate. And that's essentially the role that we're helping with, is connecting the two together, the future business models with the important IT and network elements.
Okay, Simon Torrance, thanks very much. Good to see you. Thank you.